Have you ever wondered how to make that perfect New York cheesecake? This is not just gonna be a dessert. This is gonna be the best dessert that you've ever made, hands down. If you've tried making one before and you've been disappointed, or if you're just ready to conquer how to make this ultimate creamy, rich, perfectly made cheesecake, then you're in the right place. We're gonna show you just how. Let's get started. Some of the few essential items you'll need is graham crackers, so you can make your crust, but you also can take your favorite cookie like a Biscoff or you can get the pre-made crumbled graham cracker as well. That also works just as good. You need a spring foam pan, sour cream, and last but not least, the cream cheese. Few essentials that you will need to make this lovely cheesecake. Okay, so first we're gonna start off with our crust. And we're just gonna take our graham crackers and place them in the food processor, because you want to crumble them up. I'd say about 11 graham crackers for a 9-inch spring foam pan. So that's about a pack and maybe a couple extra. Okay, and we're just gonna grind these up real quick. Just pulse it a few times. All right, and after we've pulsed that a few times, it's nice and crumbled. We're gonna dump this into our mixing bowl. Okay, and that should make about 1.5 cups of crushed graham crackers. And then we're gonna take some white sugar, or granulated sugar. I'm actually gonna go ahead and just stir that around. And we're gonna take our melted butter, pour that in there, and just mix that in there as well. And it should, when it's done, it should resemble like a sandy texture. We're just gonna dump this, and you're just gonna spread this out. You might wanna actually take a cup. And you just wanna smash it down a little bit and just press it. And if you have to, you can use your fingers a little bit and kind of just have it go up the sides just a little bit. And it should look just like this. And we're gonna bake this in the oven at 350 degrees, about 8 to 10 minutes to help firm it up a bit. And you also wanna make sure that your sides aren't too high because it will crumble. So just be aware of that. So we're gonna start the filling, but first, temperature matters. You wanna have room temperature ingredients to ensure a smooth, lump-free batter. That is key to making a New York style or any cheesecake, for that matter. So we're going to put our cream cheese into our stand mixer, all 4 packs. And we're just going to do this on low speed, and we're just going to cream it until it's nice and creamy. So I had to take mine off of the mixer because I don't have the right attachment, but that's okay. We're going to hand do it with our regular blender. And you want to also, the key to this is you want to use it low and slow. You don't want to incorporate too much aeration into it because it can lead to cracks. So we're just going to blend this until it's nice and creamy. All right, and we're going to place our granulated sugar in here and salt as well. And we're just going to go ahead and blend this up together. And you might just have to use a little bit of the spatula to scrape the sides of your bowl down. So after the salt and sugar is blended in, we're going to add our vanilla extract. And we're going to blend that in. That'll help give it a nice little flavor to incorporate it into your cheesecake. And we're just going to add an egg, but we're going to beat it lightly to break up the egg yolk. And we're just going to add it one at a time. And you're going to repeat this process while blending it on low 4 times. So do this for each egg. Okay, and let's take our next egg. I'm going to mix that in. And next we're going to add our sour cream to the batter. And sour cream adds moisture basically, and it helps to soften the texture of the cheesecake, preventing it from being too dense and dry. So that's why you want to add sour cream to it. And we're just basically going to mix this for about another minute or two. Here's the graham cracker crust, and we did have this in for 10 minutes, and here's nice and solid. It's formed up, and so we're going to place our cheesecake mixture into that. Now note, you can line your springform pan with foil from the bottom and all around the sides and put it in a roasting pan and put boiling water for when you're baking your cheesecake. And there's another method you can use also, which is the method I'm going to use. I'm just going to put water in the pan, put it at the bottom rack, and put the cheesecake in the middle of the rack. And what it does is the moisture from the steam, it will help your cheesecake not dry out and the crust not to crack. We're just going to pour our cheesecake. So now we're going to take our boiling water and we're just going to pour it into the pan about 1 inch. And that's going to be at the bottom rack. And then, uh-oh, gotta be careful. It's not spilling water everywhere. And then we're gonna just place the cheesecake in the oven, and this is going in at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And you're gonna let this bake for about 50 to 60 minutes in the middle of the oven, on the middle oven rack. Or until the center has just a slight wobble. Okay, so now we're gonna check our cheesecake. And you want it to be set, but have a little bit of a wobble to it. And this has a little bit of a wobble to it in the center, so we're going to actually leave this in here. And we're going to turn our oven off. And we're going to let the cheesecake cool in the oven with the oven off for about 30 to 60 minutes. You can check it around the 30-minute mark. And if it still looks like it needs more time, then you leave it in there for the 60. You can leave it in there for the 60. And what the wobble is a sign that the cheesecake is done, but it's not overcooked. And because it'll continue cooking with the carryover cook time. And the eggs have coagulated just enough. So, okay. So while you're also cooling your cheesecake inside the oven, you want to make sure that you use like a wooden spoon or something to leave the oven door ajar, so that way it's not closed all the way. This will help it cool off a lot better. And then after your cheesecake is set in the oven for about 30 minutes to an hour, you're gonna place it on the counter at room temperature and let it sit for another hour or two before placing it in the fridge overnight. Because you don't want to dig right in and your cheesecake will end up crumbling and coming apart. It just won't do well. So please be patient, and we're going to place this in the fridge after it's cooled in the stove, and then it's going to cool on the counter and then in the fridge overnight. So it has cooled in the oven for an hour. We took it out, and now it's going to be cooling on our table for another 1 to 2 hours before we put it in the fridge overnight. Doesn't this look amazing already? I'm excited. Okay, so our cheesecake has set overnight, and like I said, you just cool in the oven with the oven door prop for an hour. Take for about 30 minutes to an hour. Take it out, let it cool on room temperature for, I'd say, about 2 to 3 hours, but probably more so 3 if you can, because you don't want, when you have to cover it, for condensation to build up or anything like that. And then let it cool overnight in the fridge, and here's the results. Our New York Style Cheesecake. And we're going to go ahead and take our spring form, and we're going to carefully lift this off of here. Whoa, look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Looks good. Okay, so as you know, we can, if you want, you can top it with some whipped cream. We can top it with berries. Caramel goes really good, drizzled over it. So whatever toppings that you choose, or you can just eat it just like it is. It's all good, and it all goes good together. So we're gonna go ahead and cut a slice so you can see what it looks like. Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and cut this so we can all see what it looks like. All right, and let's see how it looks. Voila! Look at that. And here it is, our nice New York style cheesecake. Nice crust, as you can see, it's nice and thick. You're gonna really enjoy this. All right, and I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit of caramel sauce. And there we go. And remember, you can enjoy this however way you like it with your toppings. Caramel is just one of my favorites, but I do also like the fruits and the berries, whipped cream. If you enjoyed this video, I ask that you give us a thumbs up and click that like button. Comment down below, are you gonna try this homemade New York style cheesecake? Also, don't forget to ring the notification bell and check out our latest video uploads.